This is how to play Perfect by Ed Sheeran. If you want free sheet music to this, which is interactive and synced to video, which will show you how to play the melody, then follow the top link in the description and check that out on Flowkey, which is my recommended sheet music provider. In this video, we're going for something that's more accurate to the original recording. So this isn't going to be teaching the melody in this video, that will be the link in the description. What we're doing is something so fundamental to the whole pop music genre. All your favourite songs that you hear on Spotify, on the radio, and that you listen to are typically going to be doing something similar to this because, of course, music that we listen to normally isn't played, the melody isn't normally played on the piano, the melody is sung. So if you want the melody, link in the description, but we're going for this idea where we're keeping the right hand very static in this regular repeating pattern. Now this looks very easy, but it's actually quite challenging to do if you're not used to it yet. So here's a couple of things that I'm doing. Firstly, you could have your foot on the sustain pedal all the time, and that's what I'm doing to get the notes ringing out. That's trick number one, and it is a little trick to it. After that, what I'm doing is just allowing my hand to kind of bounce. So that's what it feels like, or that's what it sounds like. So you can hear I'm just kind of doing this. I'm keeping my hand static, but it is not tense at all. I'm loosey-goosey, all right? And we're doing this idea. And I'm just kind of bobbing a little bit from the wrist, a little bit from the elbow. Just allowing the fingers to drop. But trying to do that and trying to get the knack for it so that you could keep that going for a whole song or a whole set of songs if you're someone, like Ed Sheeran's pianist or something like that. So what we're doing after that, this right hand, let's just keep it static for now. What we're doing in the left hand is playing the root note or the bass note to every chord in this song, and the resulting sound is that we're playing different chords every time we change the root note, and the name of the chord is dictated by this hand, not by this one. So I found a love for me, darling, just dive right in, darling, just dive right in, follow my lead. You can hear it sounds more than the sum of its parts there. If we have that right hand in as well, I found a love for me. It sounds like we're playing kind of jazzier chords than we are. Very useful. And this left hand is playing notes just below middle C. So this is middle C, that's the important one. That's how we find where we are on the piano. And we're going to start off on the G because the key of this song is G actually. And we play the most common 4 chords or root notes to those chords. In the key of G, we would play G, E, which would be the root note to an E minor, C, and then D. And we can do that by keeping this left hand totally static. See where the fingers are already placed over the notes that I'm going to play. If you don't make a mistake like that. The notes that we're going to play. Really, really important. And if we were to sync that up, we have this pattern of 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Okay, that's the count. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, and it would change chord. So just change the left hand, right hand stays static. This we could do for the whole song. I'll just show you the pattern for the rest of the song in 1 second. 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. Now when we get to that D chord, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. And the reason is that D chord has this F sharp note in it. It's fine to play the G for a little time, but it sounds unresolved because it sounds like a D sus4, and then we're going to move that to a D, and that will just give it the sound of the original recording. So when we're on that D chord, that's what we do there. One last time through, and then I'll show you the chorus, and that is the entire song. 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 sharp, and repeat. I never knew you were that someone waiting for me. Okay, that would continue on from there. All we do for the chorus, right hand's going to stay the same. We're going to change the pattern in the left hand. We're going to go E first, C, G, and D. Let me see how that sounds. Dancing through the dark with you between my arms. Okay, so it's going to sound best if we can go for that F sharp for every time we're on the D. But if you're struggling with this and this is new, just stay there, stay on the G. But what I would recommend, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's gonna sound best, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And that goes all the way through. Darling, you looked perfect tonight. To finish, we're going to have there's just a little like post-chorus little bit. Darling, you looked perfect tonight. That is with the left hand, essentially playing a G major scale but descending, but again we don't have to move that left hand. The only thing to memorize, like we've done in the right hand, it's not F, it's F sharp. F sharp, E, D, C, and a D. That would get you through the whole song. I hope that has been interesting for you. If you want to learn the melody as well, the link is in the top of the description. That will teach you the melody to this song, which will go very well with learning this. You could do both of them along to the original recording. We have more Ed Sheeran songs on this Andy Piano YouTube channel, so you can check those out right away and subscribe to Andy Piano if you haven't already, and I hope to see you next time.